the curious computer. Once upon a time, in the charming town of Sunnyville, there lived a bright and curious girl named Ellie. Ellie was known for her adventurous spirit and her insatiable curiosity. One day, while rummaging through the forgotten treasures in her attic, she found an old, dusty computer. The computer, with its faded keys and bulky monitor, was a relic from a bygone era. Ellie, with her sparkling eyes full of curiosity, decided to explore this ancient piece of technology. She dusted off the computer, plugged it in, and watched as it hummed to life. Ellie's best friend, Max, was a computer whiz. When she told him about her attic discovery, his eyes lit up with excitement. Max introduced Ellie to Linux, a special operating system that could bring her old computer back to life. Linux, Max explained, was not like other systems. It was open source, which meant that anyone could contribute to its development. This idea fascinated Ellie. She loved the thought of being part of a global community of contributors. With Max's help, Ellie installed Linux on her old computer. As she watched the lines of code scroll across the screen, she felt a thrill of excitement. She was about to embark on a new adventure into the world of Linux. Ellie spent hours each day exploring Linux. She learned about the terminal, a powerful tool where she could type commands to control her computer. It was like learning a new language, one that allowed her to converse with her computer. The more Ellie learned, the more she fell in love with Linux. She loved the freedom it offered, the ability to customize her computer in any way she wanted. She changed her desktop background, installed new applications, and even tweaked the system settings. One day, Ellie faced her first big challenge. She wanted to print her school project, but her computer couldn't recognize her printer. Ellie felt a pang of frustration, but she remembered the spirit of Linux, problem solving and learning. Ellie dove into the problem. She learned about drivers, the software that helped her computer communicate with other devices. She found out that her printer needed a specific driver to work with Linux. It was a puzzle, but Ellie was determined to solve it. After hours of research and trial and error, Ellie finally found the right driver. She installed it on her computer, held her breath, and tried printing her project again. To her delight, the printer hummed to life. Ellie had solved her first big Linux problem. Ellie felt a surge of pride. She had faced a challenge, but she didn't give up. She used her Linux knowledge to solve the problem, just like a real computer programmer. Ellie realized that with Linux, she wasn't just a user, she was an explorer, a problem solver, a contributor. Ellie was so proud of her Linux journey that she wanted to share it with her friends. She decided to organize a Linux day at her school. She wanted to show her friends the magic of Linux, the joy of problem solving, and the thrill of being part of a global community. On Linux Day, Ellie and Max set up a station in their school's computer lab. They helped their classmates install Linux on their old computers. They showed them the terminal, taught them basic commands, and even helped them customize their desktops. Linux Day was a huge success. Ellie's classmates loved learning about Linux. They were amazed by the concept of open source software and the power of community contribution. Ellie was proud to see her friends embark on their own Linux adventures. Word of Ellie's Linux Day spread throughout Sunnyville. Ellie was praised for her initiative and her passion for learning. She had not only revived an old computer but also sparked a love for Linux in her friends. Ellie's old computer was no longer just a machine. It was a symbol of exploration, learning, and community. Ellie had discovered a whole new world with Linux, and she couldn't wait to see where her journey would take her next. Did you enjoy Ellie's Linux adventure? If you did, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe for more exciting stories. Remember, every like and subscription encourages Ellie to continue her exploration. Let's support her journey together.